talked about how do we create and how do we, or it was saying pray, the right way to pray, which equals creation. And it said that there were, if you will, three elements: thought, emotions, and feelings. And it stated that we must have a thought which has to do with a desire, and we must begin to imagine ourselves with that desire. And it said that then, as the thought has come to pass in imagining that, we must be able to have an emotion that allows that idea to come to pass. Now, that means that we're supposed to, if you will, assume that the prayer is answered. And the prayer is only answered because we understand how creation is worked. And more importantly, it talked about the law. It talked about that there is a law, this universal law, that it acts upon us through feelings. So prayer, if you will, in italics, it says that prayer is feeling. Hello? Prayer is feeling. That's why we get whatever we feel. But how do I get to this vibration of love? How do I get there? Well, we get from the vibration of love. If you could just think about a time when you felt that you was loved. Can you conjure that up? That everybody got that time, even if you have to go all the way back to when you was a little baby. You know, there was time when you felt love. So if you can feel that, then the desire, then the dream that you want, the vision you want to unfold, then it is from that vibration that you hold it. You see? You see that and you feel that emotion with it, and therefore after that you give thanks that it is so, and you know that the invisible is being made visible, because that's how the law works. And so every time that a little thought or idea come in your mind that you think you don't have it, it's not going to show up, then we have to revisit that same feeling. We have to revisit that same vision and then activate it with that feeling of love again. Do you get that? And so it's from that place is what we have to practice. And it is from that practice to where now we have to be able, if you will, it becomes a place of us being. It's not from an action, it's from a place of being. You get that? And so right now we might be trying to move into action, but as we practice it, it becomes a place of being. Feeling is prayer. And when you get that, when you know that, then everything that's shown up in your experience is based on your feelings. And prayer is being answered. And so if I want to change that, then I have to flip that and move to the other extreme of that emotion. Do you get that? And that becomes the practice, and that becomes the work, and that becomes where our focus is at. And when we focus on that, then we can have a greater faith. We can have a greater belief that the desire, the dream, the vision, what I want to create in my experience will happen. It must happen because there's an absolute law. In the teachers of the Essene, they talked about the law, the one law. There's just this one law in the universe. And in some of the books that they found about Moses, Moses talked about the law. You know, Moses was the first one to bring the law. Hello? In Scripture. But they've got 5 other books that Moses written that talked about the law, how the law came to be, what the law is all about, and how it is, if you will, it responds or mirrors back to us what we are thinking and feeling. Hello?